We don't have to do it all today, just one project at a time.
G'day everyone, welcome back to One Project at a Time. Today, actually I don't know if this could be in the same video for you guys. We'll see. Don't mind me, that's just my brain ticking over. You can almost hear the gears turn. Anyway, so the trailer is pretty much almost done. The only thing is left to go on the trailer now. We're going to paint it, prime it and paint it. And I'm using a rust guard epoxy. I'll show you in a second. The only other thing I do need to straighten up the jockey wheel. It's a little bit crooked, so I'm going to straighten that up. I'm actually going to weld it as well, just to make sure that it can't slip or fall off. And the other thing I've got for it is a new winch. The new winch has got to go on. And a new set of wheels, which are also, they were coming today, but the tyre shop rang me this morning. The tyres that he thought he had in stock, he didn't have, so he had to get them ordered in overnight. But anyway, that's another story. They'll be here tomorrow. Once the wheels and tyres go back on and the paint's done, then the boat will go on. And I'll take you along for the ride of the interesting way to get the boat on. It'll be nice and fun to watch for you guys, at least. Anyway, can be a bit of a task, but shouldn't be too bad. And then it's already registered, by the way, to this trailer. It's not unregistered or anything, so I don't have to worry about that. It's good to go on the road straight away. Just trying to think of wiring. I do want to put, because apparently in New South Wales they've actually changed our laws here in Australia, and boat trailers now have to have the lights on the trailer. They always sort of did, but a lot of people were using those light bars that go on hang on the back of your boat. They're actually illegal now, because when you take the boat off and you use the trailer without it, you don't actually have a number plate or lights on the trailer anymore. So they've made them mandatory. So yeah, that'll be one other thing I've got to do to this trailer, but I've got that organised. I'll show you what we're going to use today. What I'm going to use today. Someone I was talking to the other day actually mentioned that when I did the last video of the rust converting, because I didn't actually show anyone what the product was, but I thought I'd better show you. So this is Polycraft Rust Converter. That's what I used on the rust to chemically change any leftover rust to hardened metal. It's a product available from Super Cheap Auto here in Australia. If you're overseas, there's probably other places. If you Google Polycraft, this is actually an Australian-made product as well, so that's always good. I do like to use Australian-made where I can. Unfortunately, you can't with everything, but yeah. So that's the rust-proof product. Mick, for you. Now, the next thing. So this is our primer that we're going to be using. So this is a Dulux Metal Shield All-Surface Primer. See it on the camera there. So this is, again, product from Bunnings. You can get Dulux Metal Shield everywhere in the world, as far as I know. This is a really good product for priming metal. It stops... It's a really good product for priming metal, stops rust and corrosion, and it can help to prolong the life of your trailer. So anything we can do to prevent rust, especially with this. So like, I don't know where you're using your boat trailer. If you're watching this as an inspiration, I use the boat trailer for fresh water and salt water here. So we have fresh water near where I live, where I do take it sometimes, but I'm more of a saltwater fisherman. So me and my young son Caden like to go fishing in the saltwater down the coast, and this will go in and out of saltwater a lot. And if you're going in and out of saltwater a lot, there's three very important things you want to do with the trailer. So your boat trailer, you want it to be very protected against rust via the paints and coatings that you use on it. You want marine grade wheel bearings and hubs all the time, because that stops any salt water and getting inside your bearings and your hubs and corroding away the material with marine grease. And the other thing, the most simple basic thing, when you finish with your boat, flush the motor and then rinse all your trailer with fresh water. I always do it if I've been fishing in the salt water. When you pull up, when you finish at the boat ramp, wherever you're going, when you can, as soon as you can. Most boat ramps these days actually have taps available, so I always carry a hose in my boat with a little hose connection on it. Make sure you get your little screw-on connection with you, because I usually don't have them. Carry that in the boat with me, pull up, chump it up to a tap, fresh water, flush the motor, and then hose the boat down a little bit. Let the boat, you don't have to go crazy with your boat all the time. Once a month or something, I'll do a really good clean. Give it a hose down, but your trailer, just make sure you get in there with the hose and clean all inside, in these areas, behind where you can't see. Like, just get down, crouch down, get in there with the hose and get that salt water out of there, because that salt water will kill your trailer faster than anything in the world. It's highly corrosive when it sits on your trailer, and it'll build up. So if you can, get rid of it. Another product you can actually get these days is Salty Captain. I've used that a couple of times. It's actually pretty handy. They got a lot of products coming out now that are really, really, I'm not sponsored by them in any way or anything, but they're really good products. And it's got, they're just soaps and cleaners that will reduce that salt and get rid of it for you quicker. So yeah. And another thing, again, basic maintenance, every 6 months, or usually I'd say every season. So most people use their boat and the trailer and stuff a lot in summer and spring. So when you get into that autumn, winter, and you know you're not going to use it a lot, give it a good clean up. Pull your floor up, pull your everything out of the boat. Give it all a real good pressure wash, clean down, get it nice and dry before you put it away, and then store it for the winter if you're going to do that. Some people like to use their boat in winter. I know when I lived on the coast, I used to use it I used to use it year round. And on the cold mornings and stuff, we'd still go out, because that's when we'd be chasing snapper. So, yeah. All right, stop talking, because you're just talking crap now, Jared, and people are probably sick of listening to you. So let's get into doing a bit of painting and priming, and we'll bring you along for the ride. All right, guys, so nothing crazy special here. It's not going to be the world's Picasso finish. It's a trailer. Don't get caught up in the details of trying to make it perfect. It's a trailer. It's only for a boat. You don't need to go crazy. So we're going to get a bit of primer on here, and one thing that you'll notice with this, because it was a rusty trailer and I have scuffed it up and prepped it and treated the rust, the surface isn't going to be perfectly flat. So I will try and work the primer into some of those grooves a bit, just to make sure it's coated. You can see there I'm just working it in to any little grooves. I'm just using a very cheap paintbrush from Bunnings, Hammer Barn, whatever you want to call it. I'm just working it in. You don't need an expensive paintbrush, because at the end of the day, it's going to get trashed, really. Like, you're not, because of the way you got to try and push it into the grooves and stuff, your brush is not going to survive forever. So I find just using the cheapest sort of paintbrush off the shelf, don't go crazy, will do the job. Just thought I'd show you it a bit closer here, so you can see what I mean about working it in to the areas that aren't perfectly flat. That. Now I've also got rollers for when I do my top coat. Now this is just a primer, so I'm not really going to use a roller, but when I go across to the top coat, I will be using a roller, because that'll give me a better finish, just on the outside and the flat pieces where I can. Another thing to remember, don't be stingy with the paint, with the primer, because at the end of the day, that's going to help protect your trailer's metal. So if you go and be real stingy and thin it right out, try and get the most you can out of it, you're not going to get a really good coating, and it will wear through eventually. So yeah, it's not super expensive stuff. It's not cheap either, but like, don't skimp out on the important steps, is what I'm saying, I guess. These are the steps. So this is what's going to protect your trailer forever. Maybe not forever, for as long as you have it at least anyway. Maybe you're going to get rid of it, you're going to sell it. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But again, if it's me, it's my trailer, I want the best job I can, whether I'm keeping it or not. Now, I don't know if you don't notice it or not, but I've noticed something where I made a mistake. Pretty sure someone in the comments probably will pick it up. I put the rollers on and permanently before I started painting. That's a big bit of a no-no. So my rollers might get a little messy. I'll try and get in there as carefully and gingerly as I can. But yeah, don't do that if you can help it. So if you are doing a boat trailer, for instance, just maybe put your rollers on before you paint. Oh dear. Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah, well, look, this is reality at its best. And it's quite it's winter here. And it's quite not exactly a hot day today, but this is drying pretty quick, so that's a good thing. I don't think I'm going to make you sit here in real time and watch me paint all of this, so we might speed it up with a bit of a montage and a bit of music, and you guys can watch me paint this in double time. If only it took me that long real time. Now, this area in here, I'll show you in here, this area that I'm talking about. I'll get in close to it. This part of the trailer has this little plate and there's a big gap behind it. Now that's one of the reasons why I went with the brushes as well. You could get in there with a spray can even, just to try and make sure that there's no rust in behind there and it doesn't form and protects in behind that bit there. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you a little close up to that and another reason as to why I'm using a brush, not just spraying it or using a roller. That sun is really warm today. It's nice, beautiful. For those of you in the southern hemisphere, I'm sure you would appreciate, because it's winter right now here. It's been quite cold. I know in the northern hemisphere it's summer at the moment, so you're probably sick of the heat and probably wouldn't mind a bit of cold. But that's the world, I suppose. Sometimes hot, sometimes cold. No duh. That's weather. I don't know. Sometimes some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth makes no sense to even me. I'm really going to try and get a lot in that area because it's got that plate. It's a bit of a fish plate as well, like a reinforcement area that's built into the trailer. So definitely want to make sure it's nice and coated. No nasty rust is going to come out of there and spread. I did the same thing when I treated it with the rust preventer converter. I really slathered it in there to try and make sure it's really nice and coated, because you can't really get in there with a grinder or anything to cut anything out. You'd have to replace the whole piece, and it's just not worth it. Now, as you all know, one of the reasons that I created this channel was around my own mental health and losing my 2-year-old daughter Eva-Jean. And I promised you, and I'm not going to go back on that promise. I don't want to make it always super heavy content. It's not just meant to be super heavy content all the time, but I did just want to touch on something and bring up a bit of a topic that's been playing on my mind a little bit recently. And you guys are my, sounds stupid, but you guys are a bit of my therapy some days. And so we'll have a little therapy session, shall we? Basically, what I wanted to say or bring attention to more than anything is that I almost put my arm in the paint there. Look at it. Look at this. All right, come on. This is serious right now. One of the things I wanted to bring attention to is just that in our society, and it's a very old thinking, but it is still ingrained a lot in our society and needs to change, is the roles of men and women in the world. And for the most part, in a lot of places still, it's seen that the mums, the women, or the mother is the caretaker at home, does the cooking, cleaning, dishes and all that sort of stuff. And the male is the one that goes to work all day and never gets to see their children half the time. But I think it's ingrained in us. And I know it sounds stupid, but it is. It's in your head. You don't even mean for it to be there, but it is sort of there. And some days I sit there and think I feel inadequate, I guess is a word maybe, that makes you feel like if you're not working, you're not the sole provider, you're not the one doing all the work, that you're less of a man, and or whatever the case may be. I don't want to get into gender stuff, and it's very. It's not even that maybe people don't see it that way, or they're not seeing it that way, but it's what's in your head. And I know it's the same for a lot of blokes, maybe some women, and that's just that natural instinct. You feel like you're not doing the right thing. You're not providing for your family if you're not working 24/7. Yeah. But the thing is, so me and my wife, we've been married for about 9 years now. We've been together for, I don't know, I think it's 16 years this year. Anyway, that's not the point. We together decided when we still had Eva-Jean that I'd be that stay-at-home provider, and she was going to work full-time. Now, my wife's still working full-time. She works as a childcare worker and she does a bloody good job. She works very hard. A lot of childcare workers out there, my hat off to you. You guys work so hard. You have one of the hardest jobs out there. I think it's up there with nursing and aged care. Now, she's doing that, right? So, in today's society, though, people don't see it as the done thing. Like, to be a stay-at-home dad, there's like this stigma that you're a bum or you're a loser. You know, you're not good enough if you're just sitting at home while your wife's off working. It makes you feel inferior. Sorry. Now, the point I'm trying to make, while also painting, is that we need to change it. We really need to change that image, because at the end of the day, no matter what, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter who you or what you are. In a family dynamic where you have children and you have a household, someone needs to be the one that is doing the cooking, cleaning, and looking after the house and the children, and someone needs to be at work during the day making the money. It doesn't matter whether you're a male or female. Either way, someone's got to do it. We wish we could all just sit at home and do nothing and play with our kids all the time, but unfortunately that's just not reality. This day and age, you can't afford to. We need them. People need to make money to live, because and the price of living at the moment is through the roof, as everyone knows. So you kind of have no choice. But the thing we need to change, I feel, is that outlook that you're less of a man or you're inferior if you're letting your wife go to work and you're sitting at home. Now, I'm at home, yes, but I don't just sit around. Now, I'm making these YouTube videos for you guys. Yes, that's one thing, but that's not what I do most of my time. A lot of the time, I'll be doing meal prep. I'll be getting the clothes washed, cleaning the house, doing the dishes, getting things ready, go and pick up the kid from school. And my wife usually takes him to school because that's their little routine. But yeah, I go pick him up after school. Then I come home. Then I get him organised. I've got to get him to do his chores and his homework, whatever he's got to do. Then we start prepping for dinner, and I cook dinner. And then I try to make sure that dinner's ready for my wife when she gets home. Now, as I said, people out there, I know there's going to be, and I don't care I don't lie. There is people out there that are going to look at it and go, you know what? They're going to call you a bum or a loser. Like, that's the reason they're doing it, is because it's ingrained in our society and we need to change it. And that's a big thing that is happening a lot with men's mental health. And it's not just us men on our own, it's ingrained in society. And society is making us think that we are worthless or less than if we're not out there earning hundreds of thousands of dollars a year like some tradies are. We're not as good as them. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, but it is. And I can't stand that image, because to me, what makes a real father, a real man, should be the one that is there for his family in whatever capacity they need. And take it from someone who has lost a child. You want to make every single minute, every nanosecond you have with your children count. Don't waste it chasing the dollar, working every day, 24/7, and never seeing your family and your kids. Take it from me, I've done it. I did do it. Whether you know this or not, I used to be a truck driver, driving semi-trailers up and down the mountains through the middle of Australia. I would work like 24/7. My wife would see me and my kids would see me for 5 minutes a day if they were lucky. And then on the weekends, when they did get to spend a little bit of time with me, it was only a one-day weekend, really, because Dad would be asleep all the time because I'd be recovering from my week. And yes, we had a lot of money, but we had nothing, no quality time. I never got to see my son. I missed 2 years of my son's life, Nelly. That is not good. And that's what we need to change. And I've just put paint all over my pants here, so I hope you're happy. But yeah, if anyone out there is feeling that way, I won't lie, I have felt that way. I've definitely had those thoughts go through my mind. And I'm sure we all do. So, yeah, I don't know how we change it, but I feel that the first step is teaching your sons and daughters that mummy and daddy's roles are not always the same as it was 50 years ago. And maybe a little bit at a time, that society will change and adopt that. That it's not just dad that's got to be the provider and mum stays at home with the kids. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that from me. You guys don't need to listen to my opinions and problems all day, so let's get back into the trailer content. See what I did? Look at that. And going back to what I was saying a second ago, my wife's not going to be angry about that. I am. I'm the one that washes it. I'll show you something here. This is called a splitter mechanism. Really handy on a boat trailer. I'll get a close-up. Yeah, that right there, that's the splitter mechanism. When you push this handle, or kick it, usually because you're on the front of the boat, it actually pulls this pin and the trailer can tilt upwards. And it makes it a hell of a lot easier to get your boat on and off. So yeah, that definitely would not be coming off this trailer. I don't want to paint in there because it's all grease. Grease isn't going to rust. One good thing about not having a beautiful cement floor is if the paint drips on the ground, it doesn't really matter, does it? Sometimes it's annoying, but it can be a bit of a blessing, I guess. Hey guys, yeah, I thought I'd be real with you for a minute. I started out today like eager, ready to go, ready to film an episode for everybody, do some work on the trailer. The reality of life and being in a situation where I'm in losing a child, not every day is going to be good. Like, I do have days like this where I'll get halfway through the day feeling really good, and then it's almost like a ton of bricks smacks you in the face, and you suddenly remember all the bad and the hurt and the pain. And I just thought I'd throw this in just to show it's not all sunshine and roses. I wanted to get this finished and sorted so I could get another episode out for you guys, but I just can't today. And yeah, and that's okay, I think. Not every day is going to be sunshine and roses. There's going to be down days for me. The same for any of you going through something similar. I'm not saying child loss in general, any sort of mental health issue. Mental health is a big thing. It's not as easy as people seem to think. Some people that don't have issues with mental health don't understand. Some days can be rainbows, other days are thunderstorms. It's probably a good way of putting it. And someone can seem perfectly happy and fine on the outside, but you don't know what's going on inside someone's head or inside someone's body. And the happiest people are sometimes struggling the most. Classic example is Robin Williams, the actor. I don't know if all of you know him. Some younger people won't know who he is. He was one of the funniest, happiest men you'd ever see in TV and in interviews and all that sort of thing. And he killed himself. People were shocked. You don't know what's going on inside someone's head. So, again, one of the reasons I started it all and I did this is to try and feel better. And it is helping. It really is. And you guys are helping me. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. So I figured I might show the downside. This is the reality. And we can all push and we can get through it together. But it's not easy. It's a long road. We can get through it. But as the channel name says, we will just get through it one day, 1 week at a time, and one project at a time. See us all in the next one.
We don't have to do it all today, just one project at a time.